You know, I have to ask, what's with the chicken?
The chicken is our mascot.
It's your mascot? It's kind of
I'll tell you the story of the chicken. So the guy who runs the station, Jerry Eichten, his son was in, I don't know, 3rd or 4th grade or something, and he made the chicken at school in art class.
Oh, wow.
And so he must have sent it, made it for Daddy's office or something, who knows. Well, it was just here kind of knocking around. And sometimes people come in and, there'll be a painter or something like that, and they have a lot of work, and we set it up on easels, and it's great. And sometimes people come in, and they're like you, they've got a guitar, and we don't have anything. So our choices are either the, what do you want to say, faux flower arrangement, the artificial flower arrangement. And one day, I don't know, somebody just picked up this chicken. It's so cute, and we've used him ever since.
I like him.
I think it's a she, though.
It's a she.
Well, we're not sure, but there's no roostery thing.
Oh,
so it
right.
must be
Yeah.
So we think it's a lady chicken, but anyway.
It's good company.
That's how we.
She's comforting.
Yes, isn't it cute?
It
and
is.
It's art.
Yeah.
So I think the guy who made it's probably like just about to graduate from high school by now, but it's been around quite a while. So there you go.
It's pretty cool.
So maybe you might want to think about, borrowing that idea and finding a really cool mascot for when you perform.
I could use a mascot.
Instead of just the giant tip jar.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you've played quite a few gigs around, and
yeah, I've kind of played the same old places here in McMinnville that I've always been playing, and I'm wanting to branch out and kind of get out to the Portland area, or to Newburgh or anywhere really, but it just kind of hasn't happened yet. With my swing dance too, I host a swing dance here in McMinnville at the Ballroom.
do you?
Yeah, and so that's kind of like my job right now. That and playing music. It's like part-time swing dancer, part-time musician.
That's fun, though.
It is fun. It's just yeah.
Well, tell me a little bit about the swing dancing. When do you do it?
Well, the swing dance right now is happening every Wednesday night at the Ballroom. It's not happening tomorrow because there's an event or something. But yeah, it goes from 7 to 10, and I teach a beginner lesson from 7 to 8, and then from 8 to 10 it's just social dance.
Oh, how fun!
Yeah, it's really cool. It's been a lot of kids, a lot of like high school, college age kids. I try to make it like for everybody, all age groups and stuff, but it's mostly the kids are really liking that.
That's great. Yeah. And obviously you don't play your own music for that because
I
you've
DJ.
Got to be you're teaching, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I DJ the music and teach the lesson. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, that keeps you pretty busy. Do you want to play another song for us?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I figure out what I'm gonna play.
Okay.
I'll play a Beatles song actually that I just learned not that long ago. The Beatles. My brother actually has a Beatles complete songbook that has like all the chords and the lyrics and stuff. So I've been trying to learn a lot of those songs. But yeah, this is kind of my little version of it here.
Okay, great.
If I can remember the lyrics.
Oh, this makes it.
Actually, can I tune up here for a
Sure,
second?
of course.
Okay.
I was going to ask you, what is this thing?
That's a capo.
Okay.
It pretty much it bars across a fret, and then it just gives it opens up more different sounds and stuff.
Okay. What kind of a guitar do you play?
This is an Epiphone, and I actually it's my mother's guitar. She bought this when she was in college, back in the '80s, and my grandfather had it for a long time. But I just got it back. I just got it from him because I've been wanting to put some new strings on it. And
Does your mom play the guitar too?
she plays a little bit. Mostly she plays piano, and she plays like flute and stuff. So musical family.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, and my uncle is a guitar player too, and he lives out in Portland, and he gets a lot of shows out there, and I'm pretty sure that's how he makes a living from playing music, which is not easy to do.
No.
Yeah. How does that song go? Sorry, I'm trying to remember this song. You wake- I'll just play it, even though the lyrics aren't right. I'll just play it how I play it. I'm gonna just go from there. All right, here it goes. She wakes up, she makes up, she takes her time. She doesn't feel she has to worry. She no longer needs you. She wakes up, she makes up, she takes her time. She doesn't feel she has to hurry. She no longer needs you. And in her eyes you see nothing. No sign of love behind the tears cried for no one. A love that should have lasted years. You want her, you need her, and yet you don't believe her when she says your love is dead. You think she needs you. You want her, you need her, and yet you don't believe her when she says your love is dead. You think she needs you, and in her eyes you see nothing. No sign of love behind the tears cried for no one. A love that should have lasted years. And in her eyes you see nothing. No sign of love behind the tears cried for no one. A love that should have lasted years. You want her, you need her, and yet you don't believe her when she says your love is dead. You think she needs you. She wakes up, she breaks up, she takes the time. She doesn't feel she has to worry. She no longer needs you. And in her eyes you see nothing. No sign of love behind the tears cried for no one. A love that should have lasted years.
I like that song.
Yeah, it's a good song.
Are you planning to work your way through the whole Beatles songbook or just pick and choose?
You know, I want to eventually get a whole playlist of Beatles songs
I think that'd be great.
together. And then when I get a show, just do all Beatles songs and people could, give requests. Because everybody knows the Beatles.
That's true.
know.
Everybody
But
does.
I hardly do it justice anyway.
Well, give it some time. You probably will. So are you thinking that your plans are once you get enough of your own stuff that you may want to make a CD?
Yeah, recording definitely is in my thoughts and in my plans in my future. It's just a matter of getting enough songs together that I actually want to record. Because I don't want to just do just record just to record. It's like if I'm going to record, I want to throw down good tracks, stuff that I'm happy with, and actually make like a legitimate album or something.
Oh, sure, yeah. And I was going to ask you this when you were saying this earlier about your dad, because I remember one time my son was talking about, just like stuff that I used to play when my kids were little. And he said, yeah, whenever I hear a Sade song, Mom, I think of my childhood. And I think, holy cow, it was really that long ago.
Oh, wow.
But I guess it was. And so I'm thinking of you growing up listening to your dad, listening Kiss or whatever.
Yeah.
Did you learn to play any of those songs? Like the whole air guitar thing, like little kids do?
Not really. I mean, we used to rock out, as kids. That was when I was into the drums, so I'd play along with the songs, with drumsticks on the back of the couch or magazines or whatever. But I never really got into playing guitar and singing any of those songs that my dad really listens to. But I don't know. I was kind of interested in what my brother. I kind of looked up to I still look up to my brother. And so the kind of music that he was getting into, he discovered Jimi Hendrix and Led Zeppelin.
Oh, okay.
And all that classic stuff. And so that's what I kind of started listening to because that's what he was into, and so yeah, that's.
And so where do you feel like you are today? I mean, do you have some artists that you really admire?
now I kind of have my own taste in music. That's kind of my own. There's different people that I listen to that my brother might not necessarily listen to, or my other family members might not listen to. But Ben Harper is definitely one of my biggest inspirations and influences, and kind of a role model for me. I actually saw him in Bend. Me and my older brother, we went to his concert. Yeah,
Oh, cool.
and it was cool because it was kind of like, I mean, if you really are inspired by someone, you kind of build that person up to be kind of godlike in a way. And so to see them in person and to see that they're really just another person, you know, they're just a regular guy, it makes you feel like they're your best friend in a way. You know, it's because like you know their music so well, you feel like you know them.
Exactly.
Also,
especially if it's music they've written. I mean, you feel like you have a little sort of entree into the way they think and how they feel about things. And,
right, exactly.
Well, I think that is true, and that's one of the things that's kind of nice in a way is when you do see somebody, you see them, you know, just standing up there on a stage. It's like, this is just a guy, you know?
Yeah.
In fact,
yeah.
you can go to a recording studio and people can make you sound like anything. And they put on all the special effects and make it really fabulous.
That's true.
But in the end, it's the guy and the guitar, you know?
Right.
So.
Which is another thing, too, is there's a lot of music that's really has a lot of production and a lot of overproduction.
Yeah, right.
And it kind of takes away from the natural ability of the musician. I'm all about organic music, and in the way that there's no additives, you know, there's no preservatives, you know, it's like homegrown, you know, natural.
It just sounds like somebody sitting on a porch playing their music.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely. Blues roots music also is really what I'm into.
Okay. Well, do you want to play us out with something?
Absolutely.
You've got something in mind?
Yeah, I'm going to play a Ben Harper song. I
Okay.
have to play a Ben Harper song.
Okay, great.
Yeah, this song is it's probably one of my favorite Ben Harper songs to play. It's kind of sad though.
I'll get the hanky. I'll sit over here like this.
Maybe if I played a sad song in a happy way, it might not seem so sad. But I'll try.
Okay, well, thanks very much for being here today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Okay.
Whoa, no, here comes that sun again. That means another day without you, my friend. It hurts me to look into the mirror at myself, and it hurts even more to have to be with somebody else. And it's so hard to do, Lord, and so easy to say. But sometimes you just have to walk away, walk away. So many people to love in my life, so why do I worry about one? But you put the happy in madness, and you put the good times into my fun. And it's so hard to do, Lord, and so easy to say. But sometimes you just have to walk away, turning head for the door. We've tried the goodbyes so many days. We walked in the same direction so that we would never stray.